Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GP TV. I'm Brett. It's Wednesday, which means it's a brand new comic book day. New comics are in the shelves all across the world, digitally, physically. It's like the best day of the week because it's new comic book day. I want to go over one of the numerous releases coming out from DC this week. Obviously, the one that everyone's going to be checking out is Action Comics 1000. However, this trade's coming out, and it's one that you should go and pick up. This is The American Way, Those Above and Those Below, by John Ridley, George Jeanty, and Danny, Miki, and Nick FIlardi. It collects issues 1 through 6 of the series. Retails for $16.99. Now, if you don't know John Ridley, he is the brilliant creator behind the movie 12 Years a Slave, and is the producer and creator of American Crime that was on TV for 2 or 3 seasons. Amazing creator, dives into society and socio-political issues. If you're into that sort of thing in comics, like, this is something you absolutely should get. There is a previous volume called The American Way that kind of sets up everything here. I don't think this necessarily holds up on its own quite as well without having read the previous volume. I've read it on its own and then went back and read the previous volume. I think it's stronger having read the previous volume. A lot of what's referenced isn't explained super well. And some of the relationships don't quite work as well. There's a emotional disconnect on some things. That being said, this is a really interesting series in that I want more of this. I really want an American Way universe. Think like Astro City and make this thing go on for decades. I believe this is coming to television or movies or something like that, courtesy of John Ridley, so that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. So yeah, basically if you really dig socio-political stuff in your comics, you're gonna love this. If you hate that, you're going to hate this. It's really cool concepts, really cool characters, touches on racism, touches on police brutality, radicalism, all kind of on this looking at all that through 1962 or in the 60s-ish. So yeah, this is, I don't know how many, so it's a decade after the debut of American Way. So also kind of interesting about, maybe how John Ridley's thoughts have changed over a decade and, the difference between the two. So while you can get this, I would actually recommend getting the first volume, reading that, and then reading this volume after that. I just think it's a stronger read and there's a little bit more of a connection as to what goes on. That being said, the art's cool. There is something I think really works well with this that feels kind of, it's got this nice style of 60s and 70s film. Obviously John Ridley being working in television and movies has a great eye and view for that sort of stuff, that cinematic flow, and the artists do a fantastic job of pulling all that together. So yeah, that's kind of my recommendation. Basically, if you've read the first volume, you should absolutely get this volume. If you haven't read the first volume, you should go get the first volume and then go get this. As far as extras, we got covers, and I think that's basically it. Yeah, there's just basically covers. Cover. Covers. So yeah, of course I love it. I love this sort of stuff. Comics, politics. What a shock based off of the site. So, obviously I'm a huge fan of John Ridley as a whole. If you've never watched American Crime, go do that injustice and correct that part. So yeah, you can go get this in comic shops today. Obviously, go support your comic shop first and foremost. Without comic shops, the comic industry just would not function very well. So go do that. I want to thank DC Comics for hooking us up with this. As always, thank you for the support. If you don't have a comic shop near you, or sorry, go get it at comic shops. If you don't know if you have a comic shop near you or where one is, there is a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code, it'll tell you if it's there and where it is. If you don't have a shop near you, we've got affiliate links where you can go purchase from there. Obviously, they're affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. We want to be transparent. If you're into comics, if you're into Vertigo, if you're into DC Comics, or if you're into John Ridley, you should check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.